Welcome to In the Zone on Full Court Press, Week 8 of In the Zone. Today's featured player is the reigning MVP, Mr. Free Throw himself, the foul merchant, DX Chop, Joel Embiid. Before we get into the video, make sure you subscribe for more videos like this where we talk about players and how they're just absolutely going off each week in the NBA. Now let's dive into Joel Embiid.
Let's dive into the stats. Joel Embiid put up 40.7 points per game,
Absolutely ridiculous.
12 rebounds per game, 6 assists per game, 2.3 blocks per game, while shooting 58% from the field, 44.4% from 3, and 91.4% from the free throw line. So he put up 40.5 points per game, almost a triple-double, while shooting 50, 40, 90.
He was almost 60, 40, 90. That's insane.
Yeah, that's crazy. And what's even crazier is they didn't even go perfect this week. They went 2-1. They lost to the Bulls. They beat the Timberwolves by about 14 points, I believe. And they ended up beating the Raptors as well.
Shout out the Bulls, man.
The hot streak Bulls. It's a real team right now. Joel Embiid put up his most impressive stat line this week against the Timberwolves, who are tied for the best team in the league and have the number 1 ranked defense in the league. And Embiid made it look like their defense wasn't anything. Literally made it look like it was nothing special.
Rudy Gobert, who?
Literally, Rudy Gobert's leading the defensive player of the year race, and Joel Embiid just said, "You're not that guy, pal. Trust me, you're not that guy.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me, you're not that guy."
3-time defensive player of the year means absolutely nothing to Joel Embiid.
Like, he literally walked into that arena and laughed at them.
Also walked into some fouls that people are questioning.
Yeah, he shot like almost 20, maybe 20 plus free throws that game.
An absurd amount.
But we'll get to that later. With that being said, he dropped 51 points. That's his season high in points against the Timberwolves' number 1 ranked defense, with the defensive player of the year guarding him for the majority of the game. 51. They couldn't stop him, and he was getting to the free throw line at will, too. So they really had no answers for him. And then against the Bulls, he put up 40 points, and against the Raptors, he was 1 assist short of a 30-point triple-double. Now, these are teams that are coming off like hot streaks, just solid in general, or the best in the league.
Right. And some of the better defenses in the league, too. Not that the Bulls center, Vucevic, is anything great, or Jakob Poeltl, but these teams are solid defensively.
Oh, for sure.
And he's making them look like chop liver.
And, like, this is coming off after a week of him playing the Wizards twice, the Pistons twice, and the Hornets, and people are like, oh, he's ducking all the smoke when it comes to the good teams. He literally went to the Wolves and said, "You guys suck. Our team clears."
There's a reason he's the MVP, and this is literally it. He will put up as many points as he needs to in order for the 76ers to win. Some people were doubting the 76ers and where they'll end up this year, if they'll be any good or better than last year, because Harden wanted to leave, and Embiid is proving everybody wrong. The 76ers are basically exactly where they were last year, where they are now. So nothing's really changed in terms of their seeding. The team looks great. They're playing pretty well together. Tyrese Maxey is showing out. Embiid is still leading the way. Nick Nurse has done a great job with the 76ers.
Nick Nurse has really changed them around. Joel Embiid's defense has, it's not really being talked about because of how insane his offense has been. But his defense is probably, up there. You could make an argument for him being in the Defensive Player of the Year race. That's how good his defense has been. Yeah,
he's just so prolific offensively that people just forget about how good he is defensively. Yeah. You mentioned he had 2.3 blocks this week.
Exactly.
That's pretty high.
And I forgot which game it was, but I believe it might have been against the Raptors. He had 4 steals also. So, he's kind of just everywhere. I've seen him actually lock people up on the perimeter, too, a couple times this year. And then he's just an insane paint presence.
And the way he's playing, he's looking like he wants to go back-to-back for MVP. And he rightfully could do it. He rightfully has the argument as to why he should be a back-to-back MVP. These numbers are absolutely ridiculous. He's leading the league in scoring again, but he's also a very high free throw shooter.
His free throws come from him taking advantage of undisciplined defense. because like you'll see like Al Horford, as crazy as it sounds, with Al Horford being small and old compared to Embiid, um, he's probably one of the best defenders, or he plays some of the best defense on Embiid out of like everyone in the league, because Al Horford's a very disciplined defender. He's a vet. He knows how to play defense without fouling, and that's why he's able to lock Joel. He's not gonna fall for like Joel's tricks and how he draws fouls. While other people, they're not as disciplined and they'll play more aggressive, trying to block him to stop him because they think that's the easiest way. And Joel's gonna pick up on that, and then he'll somehow end up drawing some contact and getting the foul. So while he is flopping occasionally, and we always see those clips of him like diving to the floor, like how we saw him dive to the floor against the Bulls.
That was the funniest clip I ever
Yeah,
seen.
like we'll see those clips all the time because he does flop and he tries to over exaggerate for the contact, but at the same time, he knows how to draw contact so well and take advantage of poor defense, and that's why he's so good as an offensive player. Like it's just so deadly being able to have that good of free throw recognition and how to get them while also just being a pure scorer like that. I mean, that's not it with Joel. He's currently on a pretty crazy streak. He is on a 13-game streak of averaging 30 points and 10 rebounds. So I don't know. I honestly don't know if this streak has happened before. Wilt might have done it because Wilt's done like everything.
Yeah, Wilt has done everything.
But Joel's just going crazy. Like no one can stop him when he's scoring, and then he's just grabbing boards everywhere, controlling the glass. And this week specifically has raised him past everyone so far in the MVP ladder. He's number one, and I think it's by a good margin. He's passed up Giannis by a good amount, passed up Jokic by a good amount, because no one is putting up numbers like he is. No one's doing it as consistently either as he is. Like he's just putting up like 40-point games, 35-point games, just so consistently on a daily basis that are like, you just gotta take in what you're watching and admire the scoring he has.
What's even crazier is when he did play those bad teams the week prior, he was scoring 30 to 40 within 3 quarters. He would basically sit the entire fourth quarter because he already had the numbers and his team was blowing the other teams out. So that just goes to show how valuable Joel Embiid is and how much of an impact and how easy it is for him to really just destroy these teams offensively.
Yeah.
And that is exactly why he is your featured player on In the Zone Week 8. Make sure to dunk on the like button. Dunking on the like button is the #1 thing you can do for the YouTube algorithm. Make sure to also comment down below what you think about Joel Embiid's performance and whether you think he should be the MVP 2 times in a row.
And what you think about his free throws.
And make sure to hit that subscribe button as well, because I know that you want to be a part of the Full Court Press family, baby. Till next time. Peace.